Now I've got a different video game for you. I've got... What would you say I have for everybody?
I'd say you got... let's see if I can do this in the morning. My budget rate voice. You've got some kind of Metal Gear.
Metal Gear?
Metal Gear.
Alright everyone, welcome to Metal Gear Solid Ghost Babel. This game is a hell of a run. One of my favorite video games of all time. And possibly the greatest Metal Gear game ever made. I believe we're all set here. So let's get a move on. Let's go ahead and new game. We're going to pick a difficulty. Do you want to count us in again? Wait, don't count us in yet. Let me make sure. That's on, because I am actually going to use my splits this time. All right, do it to it.
Okay. Yeah, you are going to start searching for Metal Gear or whatever the game's about in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, everyone. This is Metal Gear Solid Ghost Babel. You've seen Metal Gear. You've seen Metal Gear Solid. But what if you mashed the two games to make something like entirely exciting and different? And then you'd have this game. So basically what Metal Gear Ghost Babel looks like, it's like this mixture of Solid and the original Gear with, you know, the kind of camera perspective of Metal Gear with a lot of the gameplay enhancements of Metal Gear Solid. This game was unfortunately made not canon because Kojima's a coward, but, you know, what can you do?
Not much. And so I will fully admit, as I am commentating, is I do not know anything about this game other than it's some kind of Metal Gear, and I think Kat only has me here because I can occasionally do a good gargly voice.
Yeah. Trace is here for moral support and Metal Gear support. So, yes. This first stage, we're mostly going to be just doing a little bit of precise movement, so walk behind most people, they'll never know we're there. And this screen we can just walk straight across, because why not? Just go for a nice stroll through the jungle. And we are trying to infiltrate the major fortress right here. This is one of my favorite screens of the game, because we just kind of, excuse me, coming through, hello. And that's the first stage.
So I see the guards have very limited awareness.
If they're not looking at you, then they won't see you. Which, you know, kind of is the basis of most video games. If they're not looking at you, they won't see you, but...
Oh, late title card.
Late title card. Into the run. Now you get to see the video game we're playing. Now, this game is a game I owned growing up, and when I started to get into speedrunning, like, you know what? I kind of want to learn Metal Gear Solid Game Boy Color. This was one of my favorite games growing up. I think this would be pretty cool. I think this would be super awesome. But, you know, I never quite got to it. But now, I spent a month last month in North Carolina looking for a house, and I played this on my analog pocket and learned the run over the course of the month. And it was awesome. So now, you get to benefit from my efforts. We're going to run along the bottom of the screen here. The guard's going to see us, but since we're running into the wall at a diagonal, they're never going to see us. They're going to shoot at the ground. They'll never hit us.
So I noted when you transition screens there, the alert just went away.
Yeah, that's not a promise, but sometimes there are specific screens you can transition across, and they'll never see you. Or not never see you, they'll drop the alert. This screen we're going to cause an alert on purpose because when you do get alerted, every door that you can open yourself opens on its own. And that's much faster to just go and not need to worry about doors. I'm going to run along the bottom here. You guys will kind of see us, and we're going to move up a little bit by the end of the screen because we want to get into this screen at a certain point. Because it's not tight, but we're going to need to punch this guy in the feet. And it's quicker to do that. So we're going to tickle this man until he falls over, and we'll see after. We're meeting Chris Jenner right now. Chris Jenner is part of the elite force that got put into the base before us to handle Metal Gear, before Snake got called in. Her force was entirely destroyed. She's the only survivor that we know of. And so now we're talking about going to find her, and she just radioed for help. And she's just like, you know what, I'm working on this, I'm sorry. And we're just asking for a way in. She's like, hey, go through the drainage system. And they're like, all right, get out. Like, no, not going to get out. That's your Kojima level writing.
Just like any good game, if you need an alternate path, always try the sewers.
Absolutely. And she gives us her frequency because this is indeed a Metal Gear game. And I like this screen here. We're gonna tickle this man until he falls over.
Ooh, that's a good tickle.
And this guy, he turns around real fast. That's a lot tighter than it should be. And if we get seen by him, it causes all sorts of problems. We need to get this key card. Key card 1 here. Now that we've got ID card 1, we can open the door that gets us into the sewer. But you know what's better than equipping the key card and, you know, manually opening the door? Getting seen and having the door open for you. So we're gonna hopefully ride this alert out all the way to the end of the stage. Now it's gonna act like it's gonna go away. Don't worry, there's guards that don't like you. We're gonna try to spook that guy a little bit. Let's go. Get that guy caught on the corner of the crates. And here's the secret entrance. So you know what? That seems like a good stage 2, honestly. Everything went according to Kikaku. Kikaku means stealth.
It does, I can confirm this. So I guess my question, just as a general viewer of this, so would the doors that need that key card just open on their own with the alert?
Yes, as long as I have the key card.
So basically, the alerts are all based on whatever Snake has when he's being viewed.
Yep. So if I don't, excuse me, if I don't have the key card, that door will not open on its own. And so a lot of this is gonna. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say interesting security system here. How this works.
Oh, right. There he is. Well, he's allowed to go through that door, so let's not stop him.
Here's, I saw a level 1 key card on him. Open all doors.
All right, this gentleman, you can sneak by him. I never get it, so we're gonna give him a little bit of a back scritch. He's gonna fall over. Because I don't want to deal with an alert, because that guy right there, if the first one gets alerted, that one will punch you. Trace, can you give me your favorite, your best metal, Solid Snake? Rats.
Rats? I'm not as much gargliness, but rats.
Yeah,
some kind of rats.
Some kind of rats. Or rats.
Some kind of all these rat jams up in my servers.
All right, this room has a pretty fun skip in it. Excuse me. So what's going on here is these soldiers are hanging out in this little like aqueduct, and there's going to be flooding through here, and basically big waves are going to come and blow them away, and they're like, oh gosh, I can't believe I'm here, I'm going to leave. We're going to sneak past these waves. Because Snake not only sneaks past people, he sneaks past waves. So we're going to run along this line, and there's going to be a wave going across this room. And I'm going to turn up my volume right here a little bit, because so I'm sorry if you hear a little bit of feedback. I'll turn it back down in a minute. So we're going to get up on this ladder. As soon as that wave goes by, we're going to run down. We're going to punch once. We're going to punch twice. Thrice. And hopefully... Okay, I've got the slowest version of the skip, but we got it. What I'm hoping to do is transition across the screen the same time the wave transitions across the screen. So I never need to actually stop for these. You have about a 10 frame window to get this, but an even tighter frame window if you want to get like the perfect version of it, which we didn't get.
So to confirm, the waves are on a global timer across all the screens.
Yep. They move across the top side, the top left and bottom. It's like one wave that kind of goes around the whole side. And what we want to do is transition the screen the same time the wave is transitioning. And it kind of works out like someone designed it that way, but it's kind of spicy. This room, we kind of need to have perfect movement. Oh, that's not perfect movement. That's getting caught on the wall. This guy's going to try to hit us. We're just going to punch him first. If we do get perfect movement, he'll never hit us, but we didn't, so we have to punch him. Hopefully this guy is going to not shoot me, but, you know, sometimes these guys are feeling a little spicy. Every time I enter this room, I go the wrong way. I want to run up here and turn. There you go. This here, hopefully this guard shoots at the wall. All right, let's go.
That wall had it coming.
It did. And this room is filling with poison gas. There is a gas mask in this game. You never need it. That guy almost never hits you. If I got hung up a little bit as soon as I went in the room. He's a lot more important on our way back. We're gonna go and pick up ID card number 2. We're actually gonna equip this one for. We're gonna open a door on our own volition. This room I need to get perfectly. Otherwise this guy will see us. And if he sees us, it causes problems. Ooh, that's bad. Alright, let's just reset the room. Like it never happened.
Good call, because like O2 levels dropping that dramatically there is not ideal.
Yeah. This gentleman, if he sees us, everything gets real bad. Because he'll cause an alert. There's the gas mask, by the way. We're not going to pick that up. And if there's an alert, you can't call the elevator. Which is really the problem.
Yeah, and this is weird. All doors you have access to, specifically you, open, but the elevators don't work.
Yep. Alright, so we're going to hit this button. Now I'm going to go to the menu. Because in-game time will stop when you're at the menu, but the elevator still functions. So you're scamming a little bit of in-game time from the timer from that. That doesn't know. Why am I going there? Alright, so what we're doing in this base right now is we are looking for Kris Jenner. Kris Jenner told us she's wearing a red hat and has a ponytail tied behind her head. So we're gonna go looking for her. This gentleman should see us, but shouldn't hit us. He really didn't want to shoot us there. He just kind of watched us go. We're gonna run along the wall. Like, you'll often see me running diagonally against the wall there, and one that's, you know, make sure we go the right way, but also at the same time, it will manipulate the guards because they're trying to shoot ahead of you, so the bullets actually hit you when you're trying to run away from them. But often this means they just shoot at the wall if they're completely parallel to you. So we're just gonna heck all the alerts, do it to it, and Kris is right here.
Oh hey, I see a ponytail sprite.
Yep, with a red hat.
Yeah, amazing. And the only one that was there.
Mm-hmm. She is the only one on the map.
Yeah.
So Snake being Snake is gonna hit her. Or, hit on her, not hit her. I'm sorry.
Naturally.
He's gonna be like, oh, you're a lot easier on the eyes than I thought.
I'm projecting Kojima's creepiness.
Mm-hmm. And she's gonna tell us about the what is the name of the bad people? Black Chamber, I think? It's been a hot second since I read the plot. And she's going to tell us about the evil people.
Kojima makes up so many names for his stuff, I could probably tell you a name and it'd be from Death Stranding.
And there's Viper. Viper's their leader. Poisonous snake. And so now she's giving us the heads up on who Black Chamber is. I think it's Black. I forget the name.
Probably something like that. I can look that up while you're doing this.
And she's going to tell us about how the people weren't happy that the Americans were in the country, and she's surprised at that. I don't know what to tell you. And she's like, all right, I've got a level 3 key card, so you could follow me. So we're going to follow her, because it's Metal Gear. You follow people in Metal Gear.
You're right, it is Black Chamber, by the way.
All right, let's go. So, the beginning of stage 4, we're going to watch her walk very slowly a lot. I believe our host had to run, otherwise I'd say let's go on donations. But in the meantime, let's just talk about video games, because we've got a lot of downtime when she's walking.
Oh my gosh, this is interminably slow.
Yep. And funny enough, like, also every time the mission starts, the colonel needs to tell us the mission. I don't know why. He just calls us and tells us what's going on. So now we need to book it right away here, because if this guy sees us too early, it's going to cause problems for us. But if he waits long enough, the enemies won't have a position to get into time to get into position, and we can just book it out of the room. This is another one. Just follow her out. We can cause an alert here, but it's nice because every time there's a cutscene, he just calls the alert for some reason. Right, we're gonna take a more deliberate path and walk straight past that. And then this one too, straight past it instead of diagonals, because I only want to get hit once by that each. Those hurt. And I don't want to take too much damage. Because we will be fighting a boss this level.
Yeah, it already took like a third or a quarter of your health there. For just like 2 bullets.
Gentle back massage. Yeah, 2 bullets. It's a lot of health.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, so
I
now...
mean, in fairness, in real life, like 8 bullets would, I think, fell most people.
True. I think that checks out. Alright, now there's a gentleman over here that... actually, we're going a little bit too fast, so we're going to punch once to slow our set down so we can just smooth on by without them seeing us. If you don't punch, the guard will probably see you. And if there's an alert, guess what you're doing? You're waiting for the alert to go away before you can use the elevator.
Remember, this is very useful in real life, too. If you're like early to a meeting, just punch air before you enter the room.
You just need to punch buffer to cause the meeting to start.
Works every time.
Going downstairs. There's not too many elevators in this stage. There's a lot of elevators later. We're just following Chris. Chris went out this way. It's the only way out of the room. There she goes. There's our gas mask again. We're going to continue to not pick that up.
I see no reason why we need that. We're out of the gas room section.
Exactly. We're going to cause alerts as our way through because you know what? There's not really a threat going on here. There's not really a reason to try to sneak past these lasers.
I assume that's one of those rooms where you're supposed to use like cigarette smoke or something like that to show that there's lasers.
Yep. You certainly are.
Wow, it's like I can read Kojima's mind. Am I psychomantis now?
Might be. Alright, she's like, I'm gonna go check out the power plant. The barracks are to the east. Have a good time.
And then Campbell's gonna radio in and say, hey, the barracks are to the east. Go there now.
Still technically the same stage, so he's not gonna radio us yet.
Okay.
Oh. Now we get to deal with a puzzle. Oh wait, there's the radio. Never mind. Campbell is gonna tell us what to do.
Of course he is. It's Kojima. He always over-explains his stuff.
Alright, so we're gonna take the path here, run past this guy. There is a safety ration down here, which we're gonna pick up because I like not dying. It's okay if we get seen there. Alright, now here's the puzzle. Now the guard, he could be standing at any 4 of these things. The one he's standing at is gonna be the first and last button press in the I don't have these memorized like a good speedrunner would, so we're just gonna poke at it for a hot second until we solve it.
We know then the first and last is 1, right?
It is 1. The first and last is absolutely 1.
So it's just a matter of...
Alright, now I'm looking for not that button. Yep, okay. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So it's the same pattern. You just need to figure out which button is what. Alright, now we're going to learn about dogs. There are dogs in this level. They will bark. They are the meanest enemy in the game. They are only in this level. Alright, so we're going to take this left path so the dog doesn't see us. We're going to pet this dog real quick and just keep it moving.
As a reminder, these are pets we're doing here. We're petting dogs.
Just pet the dog.
We're just petting dogs.
Ow. I got seen by that guy and that's going to cause all sorts of headaches. Alright, we're free. These dogs will never catch you. Oh god. Okay, yep, they'll never catch you. And this we're going to do a spicy dog dodge here. We're going to pick up these grenades because grenades are needed. This dog's going to see us. We're going to hold right. He jumps and hits us and tries to murder us. Okay, we only got 1 hit. That's fine. That's fine. 1 hit on us is good.
That's why we got the rations.
Yep. That should be the last time you get hit by a dog. I'm going to equip my grenades and that. Hold left here and then turn at the right time to buy the dog. This dog here, if you're just running, you will get seen by it. So we're going to punch the air once. And the dog will never see us. And then there's some spicy dog minutes coming up. We want to enter the screen right about there. And there's a corner here, like a little nook. That we're going to get seen, and hopefully the dogs will all go into the nook. Oh, let's go. They all listened. They're all very good dogs today.
14 out of 10 dogs, I gotta say.
I need to... What are the buttons of this video game?
I cannot help you here. Even my budget rate not working today, Metal Gear Snake Voice cannot help you here.
Alright, well now we're going to fight the first boss, Slasher Hawk. He's going to throw multiple boomerangs at us. And he's got a bird. I think his backstory is like, he was raised in Australia and he hates you.
Interesting, 2 characteristics there. Australian, hates snake.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we're gonna throw grenades at him. He can throw a few different boomerangs. There's the Mario boomerang, which goes straight at you and it's red. And the Luigi boomerang, which whips back and forth and it's green. Ow. Hopefully we are not going to use a ration here. I'm gonna just try to time out grenades. So I'm getting maximum efficiency on them. So we're just gonna eat grenades. And now the bird's gonna attack us. The bird's not too much of a threat. Ow. And he's gonna run back and forth. But occasionally he will stop. Let's go. Do it! Alright.
Nice.
Good night, Slasher Hawk. Let's
we just
go.
Beat Slasher Hawk and we didn't get like a 30-minute... Oh, never mind. Here it
Oh no,
is.
here it is. And now, every character has a sad story about why they joined up with Black Chamber and what Viper means to them.
This also feels like a Kojima trope, like a 30-minute and now I die.
Yeah. And he's like, alright, my Hawk's gonna carry my spirit to the afterlife. And you know, it works out for him. Slasher Hawk, he's one of the good ones, I think. Alright, peace.
Yep.
Alright, now we have the box factory. Y'all like boxes?
Oh. I have seen you run this bit, and this, if you don't know what you're doing, gets to be a lot of fun.
Yup. Alright, so we're gonna run over here and grab a box. Go to the left one, not the right one. The right one's the gas mask. The gas mask of shame.
Again, we don't need a gas mask. Why do you keep looking for one?
We're gonna open that elevator and while it's going, because elevators are RNG on how long they take to open. We're gonna go and grab that grenade, and we're gonna go upstairs. And we're gonna put on the yellow box. We're gonna hang out in this box for a while.
Welcome to your local FedEx sorting station.
God, this place. So this is more or less an auto scroller. Because we just need to go with the pace. We can hold the direction that the conveyor belt goes. And that sort of speeds you up, but not by much.
It's also important to remember, if you want to know why Cat's going certain directions, the box is like got the yellow-orange coating on it, so anytime there's a split, if it goes the direction of that light.
Yeah, that is not something I would have thought to explain. Thank you. That is very helpful.
Yeah, and it hits a point where there isn't a light for that. I think you get reset back to some like, well, package shouldn't be here, kind of.
Yeah, if you enter like that category, that little intersection with like the red box, it'll just yeet you back to the beginning. There's the red box. All right, this is a spicy dodge. So let's see how this goes. All right. I think I'm gonna get seen. Ah! Okay, I have yet to do that in a marathon or ever in any of my completed runs. Is get through this.
Boxes don't move. This makes no sense.
I'm gonna see if I can scam the timer thing without starting a new alert. So when I get down to below 400, I go for it.
Nailed it.
There's a guard up there. He will not come here. He's gonna go to the left.
I'm glad you know that because that scared me a little bit.
I have yet to pull that off in a run, that room. It is a real... why am I in the middle? It is a real cool dodge. And I just... Oh, I can do it in practice each time, but not so much. Back in our yellow box. And we're gonna go get sorted again. We have to go through this box sorter twice. 3 times.
So now you're going to be changing boxes like mid-path, right?
Forward. Yeah, so I'm gonna take yellow most of the way, and when I'm on the upper right part, going to switch to red.
And then, yeah, get sorted to the red light section, which, yeah, it's a maze. It's just a maze.
There's so many paths you can go, and all of them are useless. This is where I want to get sorted red. I'll put the key card on specifically because of... let's see if I don't get seen by this guy. Be nice. Hey, look, another gas room. There we go. Gonna
get seen.
Vincent to lay down.
Again, why would you need gas mask when you can just kind of casually go through there and only lose half your oxygen?
I forgot to punch that man. You're supposed to punch him when you're on the side. So this is going to be another bit of waiting. Okay.
There's something to be said about this guard that only exists on half a screen.
One of the Pac-Man ghosts.
Pretty much. I was gonna make a joke that Hawk, to deliver that guy's soul to the, realm of the dead or whatever, had to go through the Pac-Land stages, but...
Oh, I love it.
I felt that might be cruel to the Hawk.
Alright, we're going back up again. This time we've got a key card. Off we go. And we're gonna take a red path a little earlier. And then there's only one more box sorting section after this. And also, if you take any of the wrong paths, you just get warped back to the beginning.
Yeah, so, like, good luck having fun testing every single one of these paths you need to go for every round of this.
Yeah, this is an hour-plus stage, your first time through. It's kind of absurd.
For the nature of just changing boxes and trying different paths, it's not especially engaging.
Alright, keep card that. Now this room, we've got plenty of room to do activities in. I have full health? What? Or full rations? Wow. Asher Hawk went great.
Yeah.
We're gonna pick up these stun grenades. That is 3 stun grenades. We're gonna use all 3. Grab this one. Very specific. Alright, this is gonna be the blue box. And now we can solve the box maze. First, a spicy guard dodge. Or not a guard dodge. So what you're supposed to do there is you knock on the upper left corner, and the guard walks by you, instead of seeing you. So we're just gonna let ourselves through here. Aw, come on, dude. That was mean of you. Because this room is also really fun to dodge guards in. Like, this has some really cool tech in it. And you will see none of it. I'm gonna wait till 4. Yep. I'm telling you, Box Factory is like the meanest stage.
It's just...
It has
Again,
spicy dodges, and I like it.
The dodges are right. It's just more the fact that to get any bit of advancement involves going through these conveyors and solving my box maze Solid Snake. It's just...
Excuse me. Yes. Out of my box maze, Solid Snake. Well, there's no time to waste.
After this, I'll have to get a cape and fly through all these rings to save Meryl.
Thank you for agreeing to join me on commentary for a run you do not know.
I've seen enough of this to know a couple pain points. But yeah, otherwise I know nothing of the speed tech of this.
We're gonna ride down to Blue Box City. Well, not that way. We're gonna swap between yellow and blue overnight.
Yeah, don't go to the bad Blue Box City. Let's go to the good one.
Yep. We're trying to get in this building up here. Oh, that's not right. Now we've got the real spicy room skip. So you're supposed to go a different direction and get your infrared goggles, so you can actually see these lasers in the dark room. We're just gonna do the dark room without it.
Like, again, why do we need these special things when we have punching invisible ghosts and...
Light and quiet during.
Sorry.
Okay. All right, let's go. There are lasers in that room, and if you get caught by them, the room will fill up with poisonous gas, and you will die. And the door's locked. So that's what the alert should be doing. This snake at the end of the day, honestly. But but if we take a game over, leave the room and go right back in, we know the exact timing that the lasers are going to be there. So I punch buffer. Other people use music cues. I like punch buffering. It feels better.
So, should be clear, that was a very intentional death, and I didn't need to apologize. I didn't get killed.
Oh, no, not at all. I was throwing grenades at a wall.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't know if that was like grenades at a wall, alerts that finally were effective.
Yeah, no, I purposely died. I'm gonna die again when I get back in there, which is nice because the checkpoint is that room. So you always have the same setup when you get back there.
Nice.
It is a very, very neat way to do this. Otherwise, you need to go get the infrared goggles. All right, so grenade the wall again. All right, one more time.
Is there any penalty at all for dying like that, other than having to restart?
Whoops, that was the grenade button and not the throw button. Nope, no penalty at all. You even keep the grenade you threw.
Cool.
It checkpoints you when you get in the room. All right. Other than me throwing a grenade at myself, that second time, that was fine. I was worried about that room.
Common issue throwing grenades at one, so.
Alright, so we're just moving now. We're past the scary room. Blue, red. And we're gonna end up where you normally... Like, if you go down there, you'll get the, or down here, you'll get the infrareds. They are right there to my right. We're not gonna pick those up. We're just gonna blow up this wall. And just blow up the wall into this room with this dude. And he's gonna be really confused as to why we're here and why we blew up his wall. This is Jimmy. He's the dude who designed Metal Gear. He's a small child, and he's like a little boy genius kind of type. But he designed Metal Gear, and we're here to help him. And he's like, so who are you, and why are you blowing into my room? And he gets really mad at Snake, because Snake is very rude to him. But also, he's a jerk child, and I have no sympathy.
Not only is he a jerk child, but like, to be clear, we were supposed to like talk to him probably before this and let him know we're here to like rescue him through another path.
Yep.
But why do that? We're speeding.
Usually you go in and talk to him from the bottom through the bars, and he introduces himself, and he's like, hey, I think the wall to the right is weak, and then you need to go find C4 and do it. But we just run by and pick up the C4 and know the wall already, so we can just blow it up. And it's neat that the devs designed a slightly different conversation if you just blow the wall up before you talk to him. So Jimmy's talking to us forever and ever and ever.
Again, very Kojima-like of him.
He's gonna tell us about Metal Gear.
Metal Gear is gonna strike in 30 minutes. Another 2-hour gameplay, I see.
Yup. And Jenner's like, hey, we found Metal Gear. It's to the north. And so we're like, all right, we're going to go to the facility with Metal Gear and take it out. And we're like, hey, you stay here. And he's like, what am I supposed to do? He's like, I don't know, figure it out. You're fine. And then he gives us the infrared. We can actually see in the dark.
So if you didn't get it by now.
Yeah, this is where the game would force you to have.
Yeah, like, hey, no, you need this now, please.
Not stun is.
How did you even get here without it? Please.
Family is starting. We can walk by this guy because he's asleep, and we'll wake him up not too soon. We just chill there. We're gonna throw a stun grenade at the wall there, and what that does is despawn all the guards in the room. So we can just cruise on by. It also causes an alert, which is exciting. Gonna do that too, because we want the door to open, and that's our 2 stuns. I don't need to pick up those shaft grenades, but I did it anyway. Because I always forget if it's that or this that's the Galil. We need this gun to beat the game. So, yes, I'm right there. Look at me. Hey, look, there's the gas mask.
Just an unassuming gun just sitting around. Need this to beat the game.
Yeah. We didn't pick up the pistol. So, we absolutely need a weapon that fires bullets at some point.
Fair, fair. And yeah, again, why do you need a gas mask?
Don't. You just
Easier
don't.
room.
It's not even like they're complicated rooms to navigate and only speedrunners are going to get through it. We could just on through.
Just hold your breath, gosh.
We're going to take 1, 2, we're going to go up the 3rd one. To crawl in here. We have to crawl through here. We cannot just run through. Tall. Makes too tall. We're going to pick up this, which is not technically required, but that's more ammo for the Galil 9. I think the game calls it like the R5. And we sent Chris to pick up Jimmy, and Chris and Jimmy are bickering because Jimmy's a petulant child and apparently like hates women. And Chris basically tells him to shut up a lot. He says like, oh yeah, women in the military, like you don't make it very far. He's just a big jerk.
Wow, okay, yeah, so we shouldn't feel bad for him when he's inevitably, like, getting his later on.
Yeah. Whatever may happen to him, he made his own bed.
Because clearly, some of these characters you can see do not show up in future Metal Gears, which I know it's not canon, but you can also tell that probably means something might happen to them.
Mm-hmm. So if you cruise along the bottom there, you can find the night vision, which will let you see in the dark without all the red colors. But we're just gonna stay in virtual voice while here.
Yeah, why would we do, like, why do we need colors? I work with virtual voice, they're fine.
So we're gonna open the door, cruise on it, and we're gonna find our second boss, which we can't see yet. If you have the night vision goggles, you'll be able to see the boss in all of his detail. But we don't, so we get this. This is Marionette Owl, who has a bunch of dolls that also try to murder you.
And the real gimmick's what you're about to see here, I think.
Yep, there's Osan and Kohal, which are different dolls, and if you shoot either of them, bad things happen. So this fight's gonna go real interesting up front. I didn't fire the gun! I didn't fire the gun! There we go. Ow.
So welcome to Shell Game, the Metal Gear Solid fight. Are you watching which one's the real boss? Which one's the doll?
Alright, so that went better than I hoped it would, but what you're supposed to do there, as soon as the fight starts, excuse me, you hold up and left and you fire the gun immediately, and you will always hit him. And then you go to the top of the screen, and you aim left and then shoot them, and then aim right and then shoot them, and then RNG starts. But if you don't shoot them right away, the pattern gets all sorts of heck. So you just have to follow which one is Marionette Owl and shoot them and hope for the slow patterns and fast patterns. If you shoot the wrong one, they will fall on the ground and a bunch of shrapnel will go out. I forget what happens if you shoot the other one. I always end up shooting one of them. But if you do shoot the wrong one, Marionette Owl will fall down as well. So you know which other one is Marionette Owl. Anyway, they were mad because someone killed their partner or something, and so they had to start murdering people. Is their backstory, I think.
Good old 30 minutes. Here's why I'm evil. Now I die.
Oh, look at this puzzle. Look at this puzzle. Oh,
hey,
wait.
familiar.
What if we just didn't?
Huh.
You cannot solve that puzzle. You will sit
that's
there
much easier.
hitting buttons forever, and so you realize you just go through.
Now I know.
There's mines on the ground here. We're only going to run into 2 of them, and if we're on the ground, we'll pick them up instead of them blowing us up.
Now, you're supposed to get a tool that helps you see where they are.
Yep. Yes, you
We
are.
don't have that.
We super don't. Anyway, here's some good music for a second. Anyway, the music's done. That's Viper's theme. I think it's called Retribution. It's awesome, but it plays for so few amounts of time in the game. Because Viper showed up in a... not a Hind D. I forget the name of the plane, but it's not a Hind D this time. It's the sequel to the Hind D. Like, in actuality, the follow-up to the Hind D.
I want to say Hind E, but I know that's wrong.
D.
Some kind of Hind E, Hind F.
Yeah, I forget the name of it, but... It's the follow-up to the Hind. Alright, we're just moving. We gotta get out of here. Because they finally... they are shelling us from artillery. So we're like, we're just gonna leave. We're not gonna deal with this disrespect.
No, like if somebody's angry enough at you that they're shooting mortars your way, maybe just don't. Just don't engage with that.
I'm gonna put on rations. You can see on the radar where the bombs are... Ow. I moved poorly. Where the bombs are gonna fall. 2 will kill you. 2...
Yeah.
Waiting for the noise. 2 explosions will kill you, or 2 mines will kill you.
Yeah, normally if you had like the detection tools in that map in the upper right, you'd see like, I think red dots for the mines.
There's yellow dots.
Oh, yellow dots, okay.
Right,
So you'd have a lot of yellow dots on the screen.
Oh, I forgot to split. Very short stage 7. Did I write my splits on purpose? It's a Nokia launcher. I did write Nokia on purpose there.
Yes,
Okay.
you did Nokia, yep.
Alright, so 8 and 9 are intrinsically involved. Not 8 is going to be the introduction of the Nikita launcher. We are not going to be getting the Nikita rocket launcher in 8, but this is where the game tells you to get it, and you have to use it to beat the game normally. We're not going to pick it up. We don't need that. We'll pick it up later. But also, in stage 8, as you run around the facility, you'll notice pillars with a section missing. Those are the weak pillars. There are 9 total that they can be. We're looking... there's 9 pillars, I think, total? And we're looking for 4 weak points. And it's random where they are. But you'll run by a lot of them in 8, and you need to blow them up in 9. So, let's hope for good RNG. So we're going to enter the power plant, because Metal Gear has launched. And the only way to prevent it from launching again is by destroying the power plant. Or cutting the power.
Yeah, the rationale here is that it draws a huge amount of power to fire.
Yep.
So if we get rid of all the power in the area, then can't fire.
Yeah, we don't want Metal Gear to launch. Bad news.
Yep.
Alright, so that's one of the pillars. There's no weak point. That's my favorite pillar to get. But, alas. There is a whole second floor to this building. We'll never be one seen. You need to get the Nikita launcher on the second floor, and it's a really long path. We're just not gonna do it. Alright, and in this room a bunch of guards are gonna tell us like, hey, there's a bunch of electrified water. Maybe don't step on it, it looks like normal.
And we just overhear this nice little conversation about something they probably should have known about, because those pedals have clearly been there for quite some time.
Yeah, right? They're everywhere and they're big.
Like, hey, don't worry, Carl just stepped in it a while back and he had a bad time. He's kind of dead.
So we're gonna blow up that one, because that's a piece of electric water. But if we blow it up, it's not so bad. We're gonna walk along that line and take a damage boost over that puddle.
I don't know if you lost much life over that?
You barely lose any life. When it's like, don't go this way kind of trap, it barely hurts Snake. That's like this game's mantra.
That was basically like a slip and fall situation more than an actual electrified water situation as far as it looked.
Right. Yeah, like we almost lost nothing. It deals a very, very, very marginal damage.
Whoops, clumsy me. Should watch my step there.
Alright, so there's a lot of vents in this game. Hopefully that's the only one we... Me, sir? No, no, bad. Don't. Okay, fine. Ouch. That's fine.
Yeah, that...
Alright, so we're gonna peek in this room. I said we're gonna peek in this room real quick, because... No, there's better ways. No, we're good. Okay, there's one. There's one. We know where one is. Oh, this is the key card I constantly forget to pick up. Okay with alerts here, even though it's not ideal. But, you know, we're gonna cause one anyway.
Fair enough.
We blow up that generator, so it gives us a shortcut back. And this little skip across the water there, you can only do in that direction. You just gotta wait out the evade timer here.
It's just like Snake's personal slip and slide right there.
Mm-hmm. So we know where one pillar is. Got elevator.
And to be clear, the reason you think it's weak is because it looked like it had exposed like rebar?
Yes.
Okay.
That is exactly why. Alright, time for a fun skip. So, Chris is going to call us and says, hey, we got ambushed and they stole Jimmy. And she's going to call herself useless. But now she's telling us about the Nikita rocket launcher to actually get across the electric floor. Using the Nikita rocket launcher is for cowards. So we're not going to do that. We're first actually just going to... Right there. This is pixel perfect, but it's very easy to line up. We're going to let this guard come over and nudge us. And we just make our way across. And now we're across. So you want to line that up perfectly, throw a grenade at the wall, Snake will fall down in the perfect spot, and then you're just free to go. So we just skipped getting the Nikita rocket launcher.
So basically a guard came over and said, yeah, here's your free iframe, sir.
Yep. Very nice of him. Alright.
Thanks, I love iframes.
Blow this wall up. Don't have to do, but, yeah.
Yeah.
Take a quick... Okay. We're gonna look up here. Hello, hello, guards. Thank you. You can stop hitting me now. Stop hitting me now.
You know, you already delivered the iframes, please.
Alright, we need to make sure we equip our... Gun here. Because we're on the next boss. We've only seen one thing. This is Pyro Bison. He's a spicy boss. He's got a flamethrower.
At some point, I feel like somebody needs to do Mega Man X boss or Metal Gear Solid boss.
Pyro Bison is a mean fight sometimes. Hopefully he doesn't hit me too much. I will get him stuck in a loop, hopefully. That was not the right button. See? This works.
Very perceptive, I see.
Ow. So, I know that looked like a lot and very simple. What I'm looking for there is a very specific frame of animation. So every time you shoot him, he like scratches his side a bit, and then he pushes his arm out like he's going to pick up his flamethrower again, and that's your cue to shoot him again. And as long as you keep that up, you'll be fine. So you just need to have really, really precisely timed shots, and he will not do anything to you. Occasionally, he'll get a nice spin off and start hitting you, but you can just reposition yourself. Mostly, I'm waiting for a very specific frame of animation on his arm, and that's my cue to shoot him. As well, we want to move over to the right side so we can actually peek at the pillar inside of his room. There's a pillar on the right and a pillar on the left, and we want to get a visual confirmation on the right pillar.
Because right now he's dying by the left one here, looks like.
Yep, and we can't see it, sadly. But we'll come back to this room anyway. And we'll see the left pillar as we come to it. And he lights himself on fire because he loves his fire, I guess.
I was about to say, it sounds like he just self-immolated and was like super happy about it. So, okay, pal.
Thrilled. So right now I'm scared because we can get some real nasty pillars at this point. And I'm hoping we don't. But we'll find out. And I forget what they're arguing about here. I think they're arguing that people can't be trusted and that there's a spy. Yeah, they're arguing about a spy.
Yeah, for those who know like Metal Gear Solid, you'll notice there's 2 characters you probably don't recognize there and 2 you do.
Yep.
And guess which ones are not going to survive this story?
Most of them survive.
Okay.
It's not something. That's it.
Guess which ones magically vanish after the story due to canon?
Most of it. You can never open that door there. Just never. It'll never happen. Made it up.
It's just there to taunt you.
Take the elevator. Where's this pillar? Where are my pillars? Now there's a vent here that just skips the gas room. I don't know why there's a vent here. Sorry, go ahead.
Now I was going to say about 50 minutes into the game, you really hope that you got pillars on a critical path that you can kind of go and bomb, because otherwise you are on a journey here.
Oh, yep, and we're going on an adventure, y'all. We're going to go to the left Nikita side too, which means it's a spicy room, and I don't like it. And I don't like going there.
And just on cue, as we're talking about this, how's it going, Snake? It's going real bad, Colonel.
Yes.
This color RNG is really awful.
Snake calls in, he's like, hey, I can't get to the turbine. It's surrounded by electric floor. Oh, baby, there's a gift. There's a gift.
There we go. Exposed rebar, our friend.
And, like, you know what? I'm gonna find exposed pillars and blow them up. That was a gift right there. There's one, too. Alright, that's 3. We got the mine detector.
We'll need that for about a couple stages ago.
I think I can knock. That was funny. That's fine. We'll just cruise on through.
Yeah, he didn't want to play footsies.
Anyone come into this room? I've never actually been in an alert in here. Alright.
You just want to chill in the gas room.
I guess so. So we've seen 3 pillars now. So there's a chance of the worst pillar in the universe. Which hopefully it's not that. And then there's the easier pillars on the left side. I forget where the first pillar was that we saw, but... And now, if this pillar is it, then... Oh, baby, let's go! This isn't so bad now. Alright, we don't...
The first pillar was, like, right out near outside, wasn't it? When you were wandering around, like, one of the first ones?
Yeah, we'll run by it, I'm sure. So I don't think I need to go to the left side. This pillar is the bad one. Oh, God.
The worst pillar in the world.
That is the worst possible pillar in the game. That's a reset pillar.
Gosh.
Let us count them up. This whole section right here is exclusively because we got that pillar. So how are you doing today?
I'm okay. I made a mistake of having a cup of coffee and then immediately during this run starting on a orange monster like you have. So I am fully wired at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Oh wow, you're gonna be ready for Monster Hunter.
That and, you know, other stuff that's going to be announced today. Maybe some practice. I don't know what's going on, but...
You made it.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Made it.
We did it. Worst
Alright,
pillar.
let's do it again.
Yeah, exciting time.
So that is far and away the worst pillar in the game. And the whole reason it's the worst pillar is because you have to go through this fence. That's the only way to reach it.
It's pretty slow and arduous, I gotta say.
During practice last night, I got literally the best RNG possible. So I guess this was owed to me. Every time I have streamed this game to an audience, I have gotten that pillar though.
As a cynic, I can say I've always expect this in runs, is that something horrible is going to happen.
But you don't love
always...
the reset pillar at 50 minutes in?
Oh, I just would expect, like, yeah, of course it's going to hit me like that. But run's going well, it's going to happen.
Did get there. I don't remember where that last pillar was. I hope it's not on the left side. I think it's on the left side. Wait, no, was it down in the water? Where the water is? How am I going this way?
Gosh.
That path. I think it was down in the water.
Wish I'd been taking notes.
Me too. Let's see. Happening.
I mean, also you're asking somebody who has terrible directions, so I wouldn't know for sure.
Yeah, that's all good. We'll just go check down there, and worst case, it's on the left side by the spice. Or the spicy door.
I mean, you've seen me in games where there's like exactly 2 hallways and 4 doors, and I've gotten terribly lost for like 5 minutes.
Amazing. Big fan of that. I think it's down here.
I think it is too. I think I recall one of them being down there.
Well, we'll find out on our first case.
Yeah, there was one around some
Ouch.
water, I know that.
Cannot walk through that side.
You commented on it as you were going through there.
I was excited to see it.
Yes, you were. Not that one, but...
I think it's in this room, right?
I think, yeah, it was around here. You commented on it.
Yeah, it's up here.
Like up there, yeah.
Alright. Not the greatest pillar to get, but it's not a bad pillar to get.
It would have been nice if you had the bombs before then. Or the C4, rather.
So the thing is, I did have C4, but you're not allowed to place it.
What?
Yeah, you don't know you're gonna blow up the building yet, so you just can't place it.
So we can blow open a wall to rescue Jimmy before we technically are supposed to know he's in there, but we can't place C4 beforehand on pillars that we don't know we're supposed to blow up yet.
Yep, it's the difference between missions 8 and 9, because we saw it in mission 8. So now the building's on fire because we blew.
That's a cool counter in the upper right.
It is a cool counter. We blew up this. I
assume that's until the building collapses.
You can take the shortcut on the left through the water on mission 8, but not now. The water doesn't work that way in mission 9. Ouch!
Strange.
So when you're an exploding building that's on fire, always use the elevator.
Yep, that's the first thing I've heard all the time. Guess the building's on fire. Better take the safest way out. The elevator.
It is efficient.
Slipping and sliding on fire.
It is very efficient. So we're gonna lose all of... Basically, we lost all the time by PB. Thanks to that pillar. So we're gonna cruise across that fire.
You can't see it on stream, but I am watching it slip away very slowly here. Yeah. It's sad.
You're like 2 minutes ahead. So yeah, we lost about like a minute and a half thanks to that pillar. Thank you, pillar.
Yep.
Alright. Just basic fire safety. Yeah, so we were a minute and a half going into that stage ahead, and now we're 16 seconds. It's all good. Can't do much about it in a marathon.
It's a marathon. Of course it's going to happen.
And now they're giving another thing, just like, how you losers, you thought you could stop our Metal Gear by blowing up the power plant? Nope. We have reasons.
We have a plan B, because we're villains.
That won't stop anything. So now we just need to go blow up Metal Gear. And hey, there's Jimmy. Jimmy's free. And then he's like, hey, the leader of like Delta Force or whatever got me out. And we're like, where's Chris? And now we think Chris betrayed us. Now Jimmy, after designing and building Metal Gear, is apologetic now. And he's like, Metal Gear was a mistake. I'm gonna make up for all the problems I've started in this world, and I'm gonna live a better life. And, you know, in his defense, he does. And then his hands blow up and he dies.
Well, bye, Jimmy.
Call him Jimmy No Hands.
Oh.
In MTI, look, I'm always gonna get decent ranks. That's just how the run goes.
Yeah, even if you handle this pretty well, it always seems to say terrible.
I get excellent goods. That's okay. Always excellent good. Depending on how many times I got hecked. I'm putting some thought into doing this game on very hard and learning the big boss rank run, but I don't know about that.
I don't know, I think it's kind of fun to like just be doing weird stuff like knocking against walls and slip and sliding across electrified floors.
Me too. And like playing this game on very hard, stuff kills you like right away.
Yeah, it doesn't sound fun.
At least normally you can take some abuse. Very easy. Snake is built like basically like a stronger Metal Gear.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So we have blown up the artillery, and now you can go that way. I'm gonna take a quick peek. We're gonna put our grenades on, and I'm gonna put that on so I know whether or not I can pick up stuff. This is still bad. Hey look, Nikita ammo.
Get weapon first. No, I won't.
See you later. Ouch!
Yeah, there was a mine there. Which
I tried to get it. That's okay. We've got 3 rations. How do I play this game? So we could just refill.
It was just a trick to grab that ration.
Yeah, we just wanted to pick up the ration. No ration left behind. Except for the one coming up.
Chat. Oh, never mind.
That ration will get left behind. We're gonna pick up some grenades. There's the ration. Okay, we don't want to go to the top of the screen here yet, because that'll transition in. We want to pick up these grenades here. Basically, every grenade I miss makes Metal Gear harder. So we see a woman with blonde hair get into equal to the hind D, and we're like, wait, was that Chris? So we think Chris has fully betrayed us.
Must be the betrayer that sexist pig Jimmy was telling us about.
So the helicopter is going to do a few different attacks. We're looking for missiles. I want to see missiles. The other attack it could do is sweeping across the screen with the guns. That's the worst. We're getting decent RNG other than the first attack it did.
It seems like decent avoidance here for missiles, but then yeah, you got like hit scan with bolts, I'm sure.
Yeah, the bolts are the worst. You can, if you get 4 missiles on its pattern, you can beat this thing before it even gets to this section. Stop shooting, right? Okay, it's gone. What you want to make sure to do is kill it when it's on the left or the right. If you wait too long, it'll start doing bombing runs. When it does bombing runs, it's complete RNG how many runs it does. It'll just sweep from the left to the right, throwing grenades on the ground, or missiles, and you can't hit it. I've seen it do 1 sweep. Yesterday I saw it do 6 in a row. So.
Oh. Lovely variation.
Yup. So we're here. The helicopter's crashed because some lunatic was throwing grenades at it.
Oh, and it's chopper.
It's Sophie. Sophie's one of the leaders of the the GLF, which is this force that's in power in this part of the country.
Right, she's in the background of those like ransom videos, right?
Yeah, she threatens to shoot us. We get the gun out of her hand, and she tells us about how her father was French. I guess. Her father was a real jerk and basically abandoned her mother, and the general of the country took everyone in and had great ideals, and then something went wrong and he like got away from his own ideals and he doesn't agree with him anymore. And so we're going to talk to her for a while. Because she's got her head in the right place. Yep. She's got her head in the right place. And now Snake is like, yeah, I'm out of ammo. And she's like, you're lying. He's like, whatever, I'm leaving. And she tells us that Chris is alive still. And we're going to go find her.
So if this is going to be a while, do you got time for a donation?
Yeah, do it to it. Read it.
Sweet. It's kind of a slightly older one, but I Am Too had donated $100 saying no child should ever go hungry.
Awesome.
Yeah, good. So thank you, I Am Too, for the donations. And if you guys haven't gotten your donos in for this awesome video game, this awesome run, go ahead and get those in, and let's keep helping some children out.
Fabulous. Alright, so we are going to finally pick up the Nikita rocket launcher. And there'll be time for if you have more donations to read in a hot second. There is an elevator coming, and it's a very Kojima elevator. It takes a hot minute to get down, so you'll have plenty of donation reading time.
So it has a dramatic backstory then you're saying about how it became an elevator, right?
Yes, probably. Okay, so here's some fun spicy skips. So there's electric floor here, but it's not actually electric. It's only electric in certain spots. So we can use iframes to knock us into specific spots, which let us navigate across this floor without actually destroying the part that's electrified.
So you just C4'd yourself to get some iframes there.
Yeah, I C4'd myself into a very specific position that got us around where the electricity.
Oh, perfect.
So that's how to get through that room pretty nicely. We're gonna blow this up. There's our firing the Nikita. We're gonna get ID card 5. We're gonna fire the Nikita once more. This is my favorite room to do, just because it's like, it feels real good to get right. We're gonna blow that floor up because we do have to legitimately walk through that. And this is like the last wandering level, so we're coming up on just bosses eventually.
So it's like a lot of Metal Gear games where it's just like boss after getaway scene after boss.
Yep. Blow up this wall. That. Go along the bottom. Alright, I'm just going to be running and entering an elevator. I don't think there's a lot exciting. So if you've got a backlog of things, you may read, but if you don't, I can also just keep talking.
Feel free to keep going, because we don't have any more donations yet, but
Yeah, but I bet there's a way to change that out there, y'all.
yeah, there is. Get those donos in, because we still got some good incentives and good prices to go along.
And how?
We got some Shadow War of Secession, we got some La Mulana, we got some Hardcore Uprising, we got a lot of them. And if you want to see more of those incentives, go check out our donation page and you'll be able to see what you can donate towards. We got some good stuff.
There's exciting things coming up in this marathon. You don't want to miss it, y'all. Right. Here's an elevator. I immediately wanted to prepare the Metal Gear Solid 3 because it takes a hot second. But
What a thrill.
I would sing it, but I don't know the words.
Me neither, actually. As soon as I said what a thrill, it's like, oh crap, I forgot the exact next line.
I don't. You know the words. Go for it. You're the host. You got till floor 50, and there's gonna be another 50 floor elevator.
Oh boy, I'm on the spot.
You don't have to, but we're at floor 50 now. So you prepare for the next elevator.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Actually,
oh
you
boy.
know what? Get some donation. Get a $10 donation in, and then we'll heal only sing.
You know what? I can agree to that. I will take that. If you guys throw a $10 donation in before this, for the next time, I will use my rusty singing voice to sing some MGS3.
But you're gonna have to make it happen out there, y'all. Surprise incentive sprung upon our host at a moment's notice.
I'll take it.
Alright, so this gentleman's walking a really inefficient path through this mine-ridden room. We know a better way. It's walk along this line, well, after that pillar, and then go down left. That's way better than his weird path around the pillars. And we do not disturb the sleeping guard. This room is scary because this room will kill you in a single moment. So we do need to actually use this here. We are at the wing of this room.
So yeah, the lasers are now going on and off pretty amazingly. So.
Yep. If that camera sees us, we die. If we touch a laser, we die. Kind of bad.
As if on cue, we get a $100 donation from Chiron HR saying, "That's kind of cold, but it makes sense, I guess."
So now you're gonna have to sing 10 times.
Oh gosh!
Alright.
It's for a good cause.
When we get to the elevator, it's gonna happen. Thank you, Chiron.
Thank you, Chiron.
I have a complaint thing in my channel, a channel point reward, and that is the voice clip that plays when someone registers a complaint. It's kind of cool.
What are you
but
gonna
it
do
makes
about it?
I can complain loudly. And now we're just gonna blow up walls. There's a little maze here. We're just gonna blow up walls through it. We don't need to deal with this. We're looking
Also,
for
I
a
got
key
kicked
card.
out of a corn maze.
This, if you're feeling spicy, you can just blow up while you're standing on it. Let's go with low spice. I don't trust my health management enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're gonna need those rations for the bosses, right?
Yeah, I don't like Metal Gear. Alright, now we're actually going to equip the Nikita.
I was gonna say, I've seen enough of that fight to know that it is a pain with or without Nikita.
That's how you're supposed to do, like, the Nikita stuff. Unlike all the times we just do whatever. I have one more stun grenade. So... Yeet. We're gonna step in this room to clear our name of all of our wrongdoings.
Ah, the Innocence Room.
So we need our... Now, I might die in this room. I tend to screw this room a lot, so... Let's hope. So, if the camera's not on screen, it can't see it, which is really wonderful. We can see the camera on the radar. So we're gonna hope that it goes by before this laser comes up.
So are these lasers on set timers or is it kind of random in itself?
I think they're more random. I've never been able to figure out how to do that without just waiting for it and reacting. We're gonna duck into the Innocence Room again and keep moving.
Oh, we can't do anything about it, boss. He ducked into the Innocence Room.
Alright, elevator's coming up, by the way.
How much of this song do I need to sing? How much time? Like, what's the time segment I can fill?
You got like 10, 15, 30 seconds, I guess. I don't really count how long the elevator goes. You'll see the thing on the elevator moving when it hits 98. You gotta stop.
Okay, you will have to give me a cue.
Alright, go do it to it.
Alright, here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
I'll let you keep singing too.
Alright. What a thrill. With darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'm melting to you. What a fear in my heart. But you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
I love this. I absolutely love this. Thank you. Thank you for all of this.
You're very welcome. I will just do the first stanza and not ruin anyone's ears.
No, I had my cell phone up in flashlight mode, waving it back and forth for that.
Anyway, get those donations in. Let's see if we can keep feeding some kids here in America, and let's see if we can reach our goals. I'm excited.
Thank you so much for that. I genuinely appreciate that.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
I let you keep going because there's more elevators, so...
Yeah, that was
It's the
fantastic.
final elevator. Alright, we're moving on to the second to final boss shortly.
Yeah, the stompy
Third to
movement
final.
now, vibrations mean that's a Metal Gear active, right?
Yep, Metal Gear is dancing.
Yeah.
Also, fun thing about how we skipped the gun in the first level, the 5-7. Here it is, 5-7.
If you didn't have it by then, you have it now.
Yep, and now we've maxed out our rations. We're gonna go fight Viper. Poisonous snake.
Some kind of poisonous snake. Oh, I get it, Viper, like a snake.
Yeah, and he's the leader of Black Chamber.
Okay,
And
that
he's
makes-
mad at Snake because he was hired by the government to clean up the mess of Outer Heaven and whatnot. Like, he's just like, how could you do that? We were the people that got sent in and then, like, betrayed by the government to clean up the mess and recover Metal Gear. And he's mad at us for some reason, because, you know, we sent him in, question mark?
There's a lot of confusion about that sort of thing, I think, in all the Metal Gear Solid storylines.
Nope. And now he's got Chris. Chris is going to teleport away again. He's like, I'm going to execute Solid Snake. And then he sets up this boss fight's weird, and I'm not quite sure how to explain it correctly. He's going to set up wires. Well, okay.
Are those wires shifting every time?
Every time he snaps his fingers, the wires that exist disappear,
Okay,
and the new ones start to get into place.
that's a very unique superpower, I have to say.
Right? And you need to crawl under the wires that exist, otherwise they will kill you. You'll blow up. What I should say.
So this is probably one of those missions where it's like, I've set the whole building to explode, and you can't stop me now, Snake. You're coming with me.
That was amazing. That was an amazing fight. You have no idea how hard that fight really is, and just not getting blown up.
Again, I can see splits that you can't see on stream chat, and I will say that was incredible.
Yeah, it was a minute and a half save. So if you walk across those when they exist, you will blow up and lose about half your health.
Oh, okay, so it's not that bad. But
No, but
it's
they
still
hurt.
very, very bad.
I've burnt so many rations on there before. But if you getting the feel for when they exist and when they don't exist is really how to get it, and also memorizing the pattern of the maze real quick before running to the corner, and then you just run them from the bottom left to the upper right, back and forth. And now Chris is sad again because she ran away when her group got attacked because there was no way they were going to survive, and she's like sad about that. And Snake's like, "No, you're good. You lived. It's fine. I trust you."
I feel like your character trait through all this is just nothing but self-loathing.
She's been through a lot.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that's
exist
fair.
after this game, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be self-loathing if I knew I wasn't going to exist after this game and then be declared not canon.
Alright, so we're gonna fight Metal Gear. This Metal Gear is especially special, specifically because of the name of this Metal Gear. Y'all got goose emotes because this Metal Gear is called Metal Gear Gander. It's an awful geopolitical climate, and you are a nuclear bipedal war machine. We're gonna pick up a lot of things as we run up to Metal Gear here. Grenades. So, my splits lovingly call this but Metal Goose Gander.
Yeah. You're fighting a terrible goose in a terrible world.
Mm-hmm. I just imagine Goose Game if you were here.
Devs, if you're listening, I'm eagerly awaiting the new Untitled Goose Game 2, Metal Goose.
Metal Goose Gander. Alright, so here's Metal Gear. The General is piloting Metal Gear because the General's rude. He is. And he yells his reasoning, and it's just kind of like, it's bad reasoning. It's not great reasoning.
Weird. You mean the person who's taken over a nuclear delivery device of sorts has bad rationale for using it?
Imagine.
The audacity.
We're gonna blow up his feet. Gotta disable Metal Gear, so we're gonna put C4 and blow up the feet of Metal Gear.
So, yes, please step on the explosives.
This is one of my favorite songs. You don't hear it for very long. You're not gonna hear like the good part either, where it starts to get a beat to it. Anyway, goodbye Metal Gear. Well, the first part of Metal Gear.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's still a giant robot. You just took out its feet.
Yep. Oh, Metal Gear's get down? No, Metal Gear is not down. Anyway, here's a nightmare boss fight that we have a lot of rations for. Wait, we're in a good position to fight this thing.
I feel like I've seen 2 people take on this boss fight, and no one's ever been happy about it.
Alright, so we're gonna switch to grenades real quick. Throwing up. Ow, that was our face. Throwing not there. So every time we see the turrets open, we want to fire the Nikita at it. So I'm gonna just yeet grenades at it until we see the thing open, and then I'm gonna fire the Nikita. That wasn't high enough. Alright, we got it. We're good. We're good right here.
You just need the splash to enter the open door or whatever there.
Yup. I can't believe I shot myself. I'm gonna fire some Nikita shots. We don't want to waste all of our grenades. Can you please open?
Is it a little random then when it opens?
I don't. I feel like it is, but I don't know the action. There it goes. It takes 4 Nikita shots.
It feels like a little random given what's going on here.
Yep. And we'll be fine. We're good on health right now. Ah, crap. I didn't want to push into the... At a certain percentage of health, Metal Gear can start firing rockets at you. They hurt. Ow. Please open! Thank you. Alright, we're gonna run around to the other side, because that when those blow up, it deals a ton of damage to Metal Gear. Ooh. Good spot.
Yeah, so far this one's working a little more cooperatively and should not have said anything.
Okay, rockets. I'm gonna push it. Okay. That's good. Because every time I hit the turrets, it does get dealt 1 damage. 1 damage is enough. All we need to do is push it below a certain health percentage, and it'll stop shooting rockets at us.
Oh, now it decides to open up.
I think we're there. Yep, okay, we're in the clear.
So I assume now that spitting fire at you, we're in another phase.
Yep, this is the last phase of it.
And now you're just basically throwing grenades in its mouth.
Yep, you can put C4 down if you're feeling real spicy, but no.
Why would you do that? Why would you get close to fire like that?
Yeah, right? That's Metal Gear. Not the end of the game, but that's Metal Gear.
Also, again, yeah, why would you end the game on a Metal Gear boss fight? This is Metal Gear.
Alright, we're going into the final boss, which I have lovingly named the Splits. You can't catch Viper, but you greased him.
Oh, he's a slippery Viper.
He's super slippery. Ray Fox dies a second time. Alright, so the general's gonna tell us what happened, and he's gonna be like, oh, maybe I made a mistake, I'm sorry. But
You
then he
don't
dies.
say.
And he's gonna call out like, oh, Sophia, I really did her dirty. Like, this is bad. I was a real jerk. But he gives us a disc that basically gives us all the proof we need to prove that the United States military is trying to behind all the Metal Gear problems. It is completely corrupt. He gives us that disc. He trusts us to expose them.
As someone who's really only played through the entirety of MGS3, that's kind of also a very MGS2 type thing to be giving us that kind of data.
Right? Alright, now we're gonna go fight the final boss, which is Viper, who's hanging out on the top of Metal Gear.
Can I just say we had an anonymous $10 donation saying, I'm still in a dream.
Thank you, anonymous $10 donation. You're the real hero.
MVP.
Now we got to hear Viper's theme for real, for like more than a second, which is great. And now there's the 5th Black Chamber member. McBride was the spy, and now he's gonna kill all of our friends. I guess.
You mean to tell me that one of the two faces we didn't recognize in all that codec chatter was a traitor?
Yup. He's in the war room with everyone. I'm gonna kill everyone. Do it, Viper. Launch the nukes. And the Viper apparently has the way to launch nukes again. He just needs to get Metal Gear to the surface. So we've got to destroy Viper before Metal Gear reaches the...
Oh, yep, I see. We got an elevator rising now.
Yep. 90 seconds. I'm gonna switch to gun. He's gonna teleport. So he's got a lot of possible spawn points, but vaguely he just spawns in the upper right, upper left, bottom right.
Okay, so just search the corners so you see him running.
Yeah, and he will never spawn somewhere you can see. So basically you bully him out of certain spawn points.
That checks out. That's a good way to do that.
And you always kind of can vaguely figure out where he is. He also has very static running patterns. Respawn.
Oh, even better. Gosh, I was about to make a Burger Time joke, and here we are. Enemy manipulation, like Burger Time.
Like, I'll always know if he's in the bottom right, he's gonna run around. That's time. That was great. 126, that's a PB. The hell of a PB. That is not end of the run, that's the credits will play. Since I'm playing on the lovely thing known as emulator, I'm gonna speed it up to the end of the credits. So we can see the actual time, because in-game time is what matters for the... So if you don't mind, I need to know what that is, because this is a PB. Hopefully it's a PB. But Viper's dead. That's Sophie here. Sophie's gonna tell us things. Hey, thank you for the GGs, y'all, and thank you for the congrats on the PB.
At least the timer that I can see on stream, it's a 1:26:13.
Yup. It's a beautiful time. I love it.
Nice.
Alright. Sophie's gonna stay with the GLF and rebuild from the ideals that they initially had, which were good and honorable or something. Build this country with their own real ideals. So Sophie's gonna do that. We're like, hey, yo, he talked about you before he died. And now Chris found a Jeep, somehow. And we're just gonna leave on the Jeep. And because it's Metal Gear game, and you're escaping with the woman, they make plans to like live together and like date forever, and then they never see each other again.
I have nothing witty or funny to say about that. That's just weird.
Yep. But also remember when McBride called and said he was going to betray everyone? Weasel shot him. Weasel is also betraying us, but also lets us go. Because Weasel's from the CIA, or the DCI or whatever. Yeah, he's from the CIA, who had his job was to oversee the development of Metal Gear. So he was double crossing McBride or something, and us. But also he likes us and he's gonna let us go. Like, yeah. I'm supposed to kill you, but you know what? I like you guys. So
I like the cut of your jib, the moxie you got here, kids.
Basically. So they're gonna talk. Once the credits start, I'm gonna fast forward the game as soon as I figure out what fast forward is. So we can actually get on with the marathon. But I do need to save time, I'm sorry.
Given how much of a time save you have in RTA, I can understand you probably do have a PB here and in-game as well.
Hopefully. off they go, and now they talk about a future together. Prisoner Jeep. And she's like, hey, so what's gonna happen in the future? He's like, yeah, I'd like that too if we stay together. And but first I'm gonna go dismantle the United States government. I'll be right back.
Oh, that'll work out. Also, can I just call out, you said it was a Jeep, but I'm looking at this as a slight car nerd. That is not a Jeep.
It looked like a Jeep in the other scene, but this is
It sure
definitely not a
did.
Jeep now.
This is a dune buggy.
Oh. And he's like, don't worry, I'll be back. Will you wait for me? And she's like, you can count on it. And we never saw him again. All right, hotkeys. Word.
She waited for you, Snake.
Let's go.
And...
All right, what do we got?
Actually, end. I didn't mean it to be that.
45, 48. Hold on. Metal Gear Solid. Babel. I think that's a hella PB, honestly. 45, 48 is... That's a PB by a full minute and 10 seconds. So
Congratulations.
That absolutely rules. Thank you so much. All right.
Congratulations.
Hey, thank you. I'm super excited. This is like my favorite run I do right now, so I'm so thrilled. All right, y'all. We're going to cut to a break real quick, and we've got Bravo Man, and we'll see you all soon. Don't go anywhere and keep donating, or else. I'm not the host. I shouldn't say cut to the
I couldn't have said it better myself.